Hello there and welcome to the next Google Data Studio tutorial. And in this tutorial, we will going to look at how an analyst can use the report. So this is the tutorial for any end user who wants to explore the report with the help of the information and the filters present over there. Here I have covered all the topics from the beginner's perspective, but if you want more in-depth tutorial related to this, then you can go to my course by giving in the link in the description and get more and more insights about it. So let's go ahead and open one report, which is Acme reporting. You can open any of the report, and if you are interested in viewing more report, you can come over here in template gallery and see the different reports for exploration. But for now, what we will going to do is open the Acme Marketing Google Analytics report. So I've just clicked the report and it will take a few seconds. So now it has appeared. So this report, if you see, has charts, a table, a map chart, a trendline chart, some KPIs, and finally some filters. So what I look at a high level, or how I will understand this report, is first of all that mainly the report is divided into two sections. One is the first section is where the information is displayed. That means the area where I will going to consume the information. And second is the interactivity part, which is basically the filters over here. One filter to select the data. Let's say if we have multiple websites of which we want to look at the analytics. For example, if you are a social media manager and your company has multiple websites, then you can basically connect to multiple websites over here. As you can see, the different websites will come into this filter, and you can just select the filter and you will have the information for that website over here. Apart from this, you have another filter for interactivity, which is related to the date. Generally, you find it into any Google Analytics or any Google product, this type of a filter, where based on the date, you can basically see how many users are really coming, how many sessions they are interacting, and information like that. So you have two basically section over here. One is the start date. So for example, if you want to explore from 1st of May to 31st of May. So we will select the start date from 1st May. And over here, in the end date section, we will come back to the May 2020 and select 31st May and click apply. Once we click apply, the report will be filtered only for the May period, which is from 1st May to 31st of May, as it has been displayed over here. And then we can do this analysis based on the May data. So that's the first option that you have once you start exploring or interacting with the report with the help of the date filter. Another option that you have over here is basically this particular quick filter, what I say. So based on this filter, we can see very quickly, without having the hassle of selecting a particular date, that what is happening in the last 7 days, what has happened in the last 14 days, last 28 days, and so on and so forth, based on the predefined filters which has been given here. So for example, this year to date or year to date filter is something which is very relevant in case of any analysis. Many companies, even in the business, they use year to date figure. So if we are interested in year to date, we will just select year to date. So by default, if you will see, the start date has gone to 1st of January and the end date has gone to 7th of June, which is the current date. You will click apply, and then you will have the figure, or all of the KPIs will be updated for year to date figure, right? And similarly, if you want any other period, either you can manually select or you can come over here and make sure that you are selecting whatever period you want. Now apart from that, it gives you the option of include today. So include today generally is not included because your data or your server is processing the information. But if you want to include based on the information that has been processed so far, you can click on include today, which is then the 8th of June. You can click apply and come back. So for now, I'll just click cancel and come out. Now, this is the first part where you have the interactivity filter. In this second part, we have the visualizations. Over here, if you will see, these are the KPIs, which is the indicators how your website is performing. Here you are also having the comparison that within the same period last year, how was the comparison. So that means our website is not doing good. There is 6.1% user which are less. So probably worth figuring out what's really going on. And then you have the relevant charts for your consumption, so that you can basically look at the entire data and figure it out how each of this information is progressing and relating and give you the analysis. Now, as an analyst, you may want to look at all of these different charts and want to create your own analysis. So that's about how you can explore your data with the help of these filters and the visualization. But like I said, that's not all. If you want to further explore, you can go to my course given in the description and get more insights about this functionality.